Alright, this is my monthly reflection video for November 2023. This is actually my second monthly reflection video so far. And the previous monthly reflection video was about 25 minutes long. However, for this current video, I do not want it to be that long. I want it to be shorter because I am tired, I am hungry, I want to eat food and go to bed. I have been tired out from a lot of things that have happened in my life during November. And hopefully by making this video, I can get some closure about what has happened in my life during this November. I can say I had an appointment at my doctor's office at some point. And I do not like going to the doctor because anxiety for some reason makes me feel very nervous about going to see a doctor. Even though I understand that for my health, I need to see a doctor every so often, I still, for some reason, feel nervous in response to having an upcoming appointment. Recently, I had an appointment and I had gotten a pulmonary test scheduled, which also occurred this November. And I did not like the pulmonary test. It was difficult at times for me to follow instructions. It also didn't help that the instructor wasn't always very clear about what I was supposed to do. Eventually, I figured it out. I got past it. I got to go home. I do not like when I have plans that get interrupted by certain things that seemingly appear out of nowhere. And even though I may have time to prepare myself beforehand, I still don't like that there are things that interfere with my plans. For me, switching tasks can be a very stressful and tiresome thing. It seems to me that my mind has to be prepared in order for me to do really well at something. Usually. And when I don't get much time to properly prepare myself mentally for something, then it makes things a lot more stressful for me. My experiences during this November have usually been tiresome and without much mental preparation beforehand. I'm trying to actually speak faster, but I cannot because my mind is just not working as fast as I'd like it to. And if I don't be careful, I'll run out of energy too quickly, and I don't want that to happen. It is difficult right now for me to even remember what I was just saying. I don't even remember what all I've already said in this video, so good thing I have notes, and hopefully I can stick to those notes. But for now, I'm just trying my best not to lose focus, and I can say that how slow I'm speaking during this video is evidence of the amount of stress that I've had to go through during this November. And I forgot to actually mention the reason for me having a pulmonary test. I think it had something to do with the carbon dioxide levels in my blood due to me living with my mother, who has smoked a lot of cigarettes in our apartment, and as a result of many years of that occurring, I have suffered from secondhand smoke, and so it has affected my breathing, unfortunately. And so my doctor had scheduled me for a pulmonary test because of that. I have yet to find out the results of that. That pulmonary test wasn't the only thing that caused me stress in this November. I'm not even sure if what I just said was grammatically correct or not, but whatever. Anyways, that pulmonary test was near the end of the month, and something that happened before that, my dad's roommate had went to the doctor and taken a COVID test, and the test came out positive. And so as a result of that, I was not able to go over to my dad's place for about a couple of weeks. And that really disrupted my routine, and so that created an all of a sudden, out of nowhere, change of plans that lasted for about a couple of weeks. And so I really did not like that. I had a lot of stress, not only because of arguments that I had with my mother, but I also had stress as a result of things becoming complicated as far as meal plans and me trying to do proper reflections about things throughout the month. It was difficult for me to really be able to have somebody to talk to that I wanted to be able to talk to about things that caused me stress, and so I had to do a lot of reflecting either on my own or while talking to my mother. And my mother is not the person that I prefer to talk to about certain things, because I prefer to be able to talk about certain things with people that I can relate to more. And so it was difficult for me to have that relatability this November because I wasn't able to be around my dad's roommate, and I was so used to talking to her about things that had stressed me out from work. I was so used to going over to my dad's place after work and talking to him and his roommate, but I couldn't do that for a while because of my dad's roommate having COVID. And so that made it difficult for me to get proper venting about things that had happened at work. I had Thanksgiving to deal with. I was really tired on Thanksgiving due to lack of sleep. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see my brother then because he was sick. I did get a lot of good food though, so that was a positive. I did have some interesting things happen at work. I got to clean the grill for the first time. I didn't really like doing that because of how much time it took, and also I accidentally burnt myself both with the grill and with the hot water that I had used to clean the grill. I also didn't like the feeling of the grease. The texture of that bothered me. I also, at some point, had to get up on a ladder and clean the menu. And I didn't like that because my legs were shaking, and that made me feel uncomfortable because I was trying my best not to fall off the ladder. Luckily, I didn't fall off the ladder, but hopefully I don't have to do that for a long time. As far as YouTube videos I've uploaded this month, well, at the moment, I can't remember what they were. I do, now that I think about it, remember making certain videos about certain games that I like. That was important for me because it allowed me to express more about things that I like and also things that I'd like to make YouTube videos about. So this November I was trying to make videos about things that either explain something that has to do with my channel, with the past, but also with the future. I decided that I wanted to provide explanations about certain things about my channel. And I also wanted to share my thoughts about certain things, not only as a way of expressing myself, but as a way of being able to explain more about what I plan on doing with my channel in the future. And so at this point, I'm still making those kinds of videos, not only because they are easy for me to do, but also because I believe that they are important, because there are certain things that I want to explain in order to build a foundation for my YouTube channel. I'm sorry about it taking me a long time to speak, but I'm having difficulties with getting the right words out, and my hunger is distracting me. I'm also recovering from a headache that I had earlier today. That's making things difficult for me. And I have the back of one of my hands itching, and now one of my hands was just hurting. Now my knee is itching. Why are so many things distracting me? I do not know. As evident of things that have occurred during, or as evidence of memory problems that I've experienced recently, some things that have happened in this video as far as me having difficulty with speaking and remembering certain things. I don't even know where I was going with what I was just trying to say. I can't even remember at this point where I started out with those attempted sentences. I can't remember where it started, and so I couldn't finish it in a way that was grammatically correct. But at this point, I'm too far in the video to stop now. I can't force myself to make the video how I'd like to be able to make it, because my state of mind is not in... my state of mind is not aligned well with the kind of video I'm making, especially because it's a lengthy video, and so anybody watching will just have to bear with me. I'm sorry about difficulties I'm having, but I don't know how to prevent them. My memory problems have, of course, gotten worse because of depression and me not getting proper reflections about the things that have caused me a lot of stress during the month. And hopefully during December I can stay on track with my daily reflections so that my memory can improve. And something I've noticed that's gotten worse due to me being more stressed than in previous months, I've noticed my tics have gotten worse, and by that I mean my tics have become more frequent and I've been repeating certain things more times in a row. And that's not good. I just really hope that by making this video that I can tie up some loose ends. I can't really remember much specifics about the month, just that it was a difficult month and that I had to deal a lot with my memory problems. And so I'm really hungry. I need to eat some food. So I'm going to end this video now. So that's it for this video. Peace.